on News 4, Darlene Day. What the Sabres and their fans are saying about the new face of the franchise.
A few afternoon showers, but we've got more rain in store both tonight and throughout the weekend. I'm timing it all out for you coming up in your forewarned forecast.
Murder investigation. A man is accused of killing his stepfather.
So it's definitely been difficult on us.
What the victim's son is telling us tonight.
Live in high definition, this is Western New York's news leader. Now, News 4 at 11.
On behalf of our great fans in Western New York, the Buffalo Sabres are proud to select Frölunda defenseman Rasmus Dahlin.
Than he was at
A new era for the Buffalo Sabres started tonight. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. As expected, the Sabres took Rasmus Dahlin with the first pick in the NHL draft.
How exciting. And Josh Reed is here with more on this history-making day in Sabres history. Josh?
Well, the wait, it's finally over. Rasmus Dahlin's coming to Buffalo. Sabres won the draft lottery back in April, and since then, all we've been talking about is Dahlin all day. Seems like every day. The defenseman is a generational talent. He's expected to step right in and make an impact right away. GM Jason Botterill announced the team's pick in Dallas, Texas at the draft. There's a look at Dahlin in the blue and gold, and he looks good, along with owners Terry and Kim Pegula. Here's what the newest member of the Sabres had to say about playing right here.
Congratulations, the anticipation.
I love that organization, I love that city, I love the fans, so yeah, like I said, I can't wait to go there. I just want to go there right now, actually. I've dreamed about this my whole life, and to stand here with the Buffalo Sabres jersey, it means a lot. And it means everything, actually, so I can't wait to go to Buffalo, actually.
Rasmus added that he's very excited to get to Buffalo for development camp next week. Dahlin told reporters at the draft that he did receive a congrats call from Jack Eichel. There was also a Bills player who had something to say on Twitter. That's coming up in just a little bit. In the studio, Josh Reed, News 4 Sports.
Thank you, Josh. And some excited Sabres fans watched from afar as they saw Dahlin's dream come true.
News 4's Jenna Harder continues our coverage with what fans thought of the team's star rookie. Jenna?
Yeah, guys, we've been saying this all day. Not a lot of uncertainty behind the Sabres selecting Dahlin first overall, but there was a whole lot of anticipation. And when fans heard GM Jason Botterill officially call the Swedish defenseman's name, the celebrations here in Buffalo began.
The Buffalo Sabres are proud to select Frölunda defenseman Rasmus Dahlin.
Fans outside KeyBank Center erupted into cheers when they heard Dahlin was officially coming to Buffalo. Lots of Sabres jerseys, even some newly made Dahlin jerseys in the crowd at the Sabres draft party tonight. And Buffalo fans, young and old, could hardly contain their excitement after learning the top overall prospect would be donning a Sabres sweater.
It was just a great pick. I've been watching a lot of tapes on him. He's just a phenomenal player, and I think he's going to help the team make the playoffs this year.
We're really happy. Dahlin is a great pick, and I think he'll do well for Buffalo this year.
I think Eichel, Rasmus Dahlin, and Ristolainen is going to do well together.
Some smart kids there. Clearly no shortage of excitement as Dahlin will make his way to Buffalo. Now, the other rookies who are in town are also stoked to see Dahlin in a Sabres jersey this season. For more details on that, I'll send it back over to you guys.
Thank you, Jenna. Buffalo's other prize rookie, welcome Rasmus Dahlin to Buffalo on Twitter. Bills quarterback Josh Allen said he can't wait to watch him play, and that wings are on him later this summer.
And Native Son and CBS Evening News anchor Jeff Glor is also looking forward to the Dahlin era. He said simply, quote, "Congrats, Buffalo. Excited for this."
Well, the Buffalo Sabres did not rain on anyone's parade tonight, but Mother Nature had some other ideas.
And we all, of course, want to know how much rain we can expect for the rest of the night and for the weekend. Andrew Baglini is in for Chief Meteorologist Todd Santos tonight. Hi, Andrew.
Hey there, Christy. Yeah, I really lucked out that we had the #1 pick, that no one was really focusing on the weather too much because we had those showers moving through the metro. Of course, with the parties downtown, the watch parties for the draft, the Bison's game, the fireworks up in Kenmore. It was pretty wet outside, but all of those things seem to go off, and we're drying up now. In terms of the rest of tonight, we're done with the rain. Maybe a few light, spotty sprinkles overnight, but those showers are lifting off to the north, and we will have some rain-free time into the overnight hours. The weekend, a bit of a different story, though, as we've got this very slow-moving low pressure system that's going to be moving through western New York over the next 48 hours. What this will bring us is rounds of showers and a few thunderstorms, but rounds, not constant rain. We'll have plenty of rain-free time. See a few showers and thunderstorms, though, that are going to be in the mix again through not only tomorrow, but also on Sunday. I expect to see some of those showers developing late in the morning, but first thing tomorrow, ride for Roswell riders heading out, I think we should start off dry, but showers develop through the morning and into the afternoon. Make sure you are ready for those showers if you are riding on out there. And then into the evening, a little bit more. I do expect tomorrow night to, again, have some stretches of dry time, kind of like what we're seeing right now, and then it redevelops later in on Sunday. Kind of a pattern here you might notice throughout the weekend. One thing we won't see too much of is the sun. We may see a few sunny breaks here and there, but all in all, it's pretty cloudy and pretty dreary. Cloudy with scattered showers out there tonight, but they're moving off to the north. We will have a little bit of dry time now into the overnight hours. Scattered showers develop again for tomorrow, and a chance at a few thunderstorms that could bring a few heavier downpours coming up in your full 4-1 forecast to let you know when we'll finally see the return of more sunshine.
Andrew, thank you. The stepson of a California man whose body was found in western New York is now accused of killing him. Greg Roy is charged with second-degree murder in the death of Rudy Ray Rocket.
News 4's Shannon Smith is here with reaction from Rocket's son and Niagara County officials. Shannon?
Don and Christy, Rudy Ray Rocket Jr. tells me he just had a memorial service for his father last week in Oklahoma. And he says now hearing that his stepbrother is accused of shooting and killing his father makes this all that much more painful.
Oh, I'm still trying to process it. I just found out.
It's a tough pill to swallow for Rudy Ray Rocket Jr. as he's dealing with the death of his father, 64-year-old Rudy Ray Rocket Sr.
I'm a little bit, kind of in shock.
But now he's learned his stepbrother, 29-year-old Gregory Roy, is charged with his father's murder.
I'm glad it is a murder charge. I've had that feeling the whole time.
The suspect in this case has not talked to us whatsoever, so we're really not quite sure of the motive.
Niagara County Sheriff Jim Vautour says Roy shot his stepfather several times during what was supposed to be a ride to the Buffalo airport on April 29th. Rocket Sr. was headed back to California.
I can tell you that the length of time it took him to leave his house and head towards the Buffalo airport, he greatly exceeded that time, which led us to believe that the victim would have known that that ride was not taking him to the airport.
Search crews spent weeks looking for Rocket. Investigators found his body in East Otto last month after getting a tip from neighbors. Roy was arraigned in Niagara County Court Friday afternoon, but wouldn't leave his cell at first, so the judge had to issue a drag order.
It doesn't surprise me just for the fact that I know that some of his family had tried to see him, and he wouldn't see his family.
Rocket Jr., who lives in Oklahoma, says he just held a memorial service there for his father, which he says makes this news even harder to hear.
It's still rough, though. Things go well for a while, and then, something will remind you of him, or, you'll hear something, and it's hard.
Roy has also been charged with criminal possession of a weapon. Sheriff Vautour says they're investigating how he actually got a gun because he did not have a New York State pistol permit. Shannon Smith, News 4.
Shannon, thank you. Today, President Trump told members of Congress to stop wasting their time on trying to pass an immigration reform bill.
Angelica Alvarez has the latest now from Capitol Hill.
A top U.S. official says the government is reuniting several hundred children in the custody of Border Patrol with their parents Friday night. President Trump answered critics of his recently reversed separation policy by focusing on families of crime victims.
They're not separated for a day or 2 days. They are permanently separated because they were killed by criminal illegal aliens.
He also tweeted Republicans should stop wasting their time on immigration until after we elect more senators and congressmen/women in November.
He just is acknowledging that there is no willingness of Democrats to work with us to solve this problem.
One Democrat broke House rules to play audio of what purports to be children in a detention center crying for their parents.
House Republicans plan to negotiate their compromise bill through the weekend, while some senators headed straight to the border.
There's a right way and a wrong way to come to America.
Texas Senators Ted Cruz and John Cornyn toured child detention facilities in their home state, looking to keep families together and figure out legislation. A group of Democratic senators say they were denied access to a temporary tent city.
Even if your sense of humanity is not deeply offended, it is costing you, as taxpayers, $2,000 a day for every one of those young people.
The senator said the administration's policy now amounts to family imprisonment. Angelica Alvarez, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And coming up, how paintball is some people on Buffalo's east side seeing green.
Plus, bear on the run, the unusual journey a black bear is making in western New York, and the attention it's getting online.